Welcome to the Thin Blue Line Outdoors Podcast.
This pig came battling.
Just ended up puking last night. It sucked.
Whoa! Ah! We gut it, we wrap it in tinfoil, throw it over the fire.
All right, everyone. It's Cody Johnson, Thin Blue Line Outdoors Podcast, episode 69. Yes, we left episode
Nice.
69 just for Nate because he's a child. We're both children. Let's face it. But anyway, it is halftime right now as we record this of the Eagles and Bucks game.
Some people say we look like Travis and Jason Kelsey. I don't know who those people are, but I've heard it.
Yeah, I agree. Real quick, because we don't know how this is going to end yet. Obviously, the podcast, by the time it comes out, we'll know who you think is going to win.
I think it's gonna be the Bucks. Give me Baker Mayfield feeling dangerous.
I have like conflicted feelings about this game because I like the Eagles. I like the Kelsey brother, and I like Jalen. But I like Baker Mayfield's story. So,
as an Alabama fan, do you claim Jalen?
I don't know. I guess part of me, I want him to do well. You know, as long as he's not playing the Bears, I want him to do well. So that I think he gets a lot of hate for no reason sometimes. But yeah, I do like Baker's story. So I'm kind of in the air about who I want to win. But because you want Bucks to win, I'll just say I want the Eagles to win.
How can you not? Oh, there goes the mascot.
Yep. There we go.
How
Nice
can you
butt.
not like Baker Mayfield's story? Walk on, transfer,
Yeah.
dominates college, wins a Heisman, goes to the Browns, lead him to a playoff. They ship him out, and then he's like, you know what? I'll go to the Rams. Gets a contract with the Bucks and just takes over for Tom Brady, the GOAT, and just gets him to a playoffs.
No,
That's great.
you can't hate on the story.
No, you can't.
You can't. Yeah, that's like I don't dislike Baker.
And he's got that moxie that you need. Everybody, some people don't like it because he's cocky or whatever. I love it. I love Baker.
I wasn't crazy about him on the Browns, but also it might have been just because he's on the Browns. Yeah, to be fair, but he looks better than Jalen right now. That's for sure. Towards the end was doing a little bit better, but I think that was more on the wide receivers than personally Jalen were. But anyway, but the main thing we're doing with this podcast here is just recapping our 2023 season. Very happy with it. And then we'll kind of talk about what we have planned for 2024 so far. But, 2023, man, was our best year yet. It was our third year as a brand. And we're getting ready to end year 3 of our brand. We'll be going in March. It'll be 4 years. But anyway, super happy with it.
Just hit over 1,500 subscribers on YouTube. So
Yep.
That's huge. Cody still owes me a tattoo.
I do owe him a tattoo. We need to get Kyle to design it for me. Figure out what exactly we're going to do. But we got to do that. No, I think we started off in 2023 with maybe 600 YouTube subscribers or something like that.
You mean 2020?
No, I'm talking about for 2023, the beginning of this year. Beginning of 2023, we had 600 subscribers on YouTube. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
So we over doubled. Doubled what we had.
I think in 2023 in March we were just under 1,000 because when we did our first show, we were right around just under.
I thought we were 800 something.
Yeah, it'd been 900, and then
I'm thinking. When we started, so January 1st of 2023.
Yeah. When we started in January.
Yeah, I think we were 600, 700, something like that. So yeah, we just hit today as we record this, January 15th, we just hit over 1,500. So super happy about that. I know I can speak for myself. We were super happy with the trade shows last year, the 2 we did. I think the Illinois Deer Classic was a great show. I know that was Nate's first time going to a trade show like that. I grew up going to these trade shows, so it's good. It's kind of nice. It's cool to be now one of the vendors, and I just was part of it. But also one thing, I'll have you kind of talk about this. I was happy with some of the new friends and partnerships we made from the trade shows. If you want to kind of talk more, maybe a little bit more about that, especially the Illinois one or the Peoria show.
So I think, my dad growing up did trade shows and all that stuff. I never went with him. He sold Orly mugs that, different types of thermals and stuff like that he drank out of. So like he'd always done those. And so like, it was nice talking to him to kind of get that perspective of like, what can we do to improve? So like he was really helpful in that aspect. And then getting there, not really knowing what to expect. I know we've touched on some other podcasts that we've done, but like we had no expectations really of going. It was more or less just kind of seeing where it takes us and kind of going with the flow. And then, we were very fortunate to where we were positioned at the Peoria show for the Illinois Deer Classic. And we were able to make a connection with Mr. Rubb. Check out their mango salsa. But like it was really, really nice to form a friendship, and then that friendship leading to more of profitable stuff for both companies, for us and for Mr. Rubb. If you guys check out our reels on Facebook or anything like that, a lot of times when we do our like cooking with the blue segment, I've kind of slacked on that lately. Had a lot going on the last month or so. But like it was really cool to thunder. It was really cool to form that relationship. And then have we announced it yet? What we're doing with them?
I mean, other than I guess we've said they're a sponsor and we've done stuff with them on that. I don't know if we've ever done. I guess no. I guess we haven't.
You can go ahead and announce that if you want.
Yeah. So essentially, you guys, if you guys aren't new to the brand, you know that we already have a partnership with Mr. Rubb and affiliate and all that good stuff. But we're coming out with our own signature TBLO rub. It's going to be a brown sugar rub. Nathan, I think, is going to be working on that right now. So we're excited for that. He sent us 4 different ones to try. We gave our input and stuff, and we're super excited. I think we're happy with it.
Very happy.
That should be hopefully coming out this year sometime. And
we're hoping to have a couple. We're hoping to have a couple of them maybe for the show in Iowa. Which leads me to with Mr. Rubb and everything we've done. We also have RackGetters who provides us scents and stuff like that for our hunts. They've been really awesome. We've made different connections through the shows, like Empire Blinds is one of them that we've made a connection with. Dominant Strands, right?
Yep, Dominant Strands. We met Lewis. He was actually working the Hot Shot booth. And which, they're not, Hot Shot's not a sponsor of us or anything, but I will give them a shout out. I switched to their release this year, went with the Hot Shot Ember. I got nothing but good things to say about it. I know Jesse switched to their Vapor, and he really liked it, killed his biggest buck to date with it, and then he lost it when he was gutting his deer. He does not know where it's at now, so he'll probably be buying another one. But
I think with the shows, like, you never know who you're going to meet there. You never know what type of relationships you're going to build. And with it being our first ever show that we did, it was really great. And then, the second show we did in Bloomington, we got to meet another Nathan with Holy Smokes. He was a good guy to hang out with after the shows and stuff like that. We met our little brothers, the firemen right next to us.
Ridge Hunters.
Yeah, with Ridge Hunters. We got to kind of talk a little bit slower for them to understand us, but it's okay. They're still learning. But it's fun building those relationships and building those connections as we continue this brand to grow. I think we've obviously, you and I have talked about goals going into 2024, and I think we are positioning ourselves to really grow even more. One of the biggest goals that we had going into 2024 was to get into Iowa. We got into the Iowa show. So we're really, really excited for that. And I think that's going to be really big. If you guys get a chance, when you're listening to this, it's the first weekend in March.
March 1st, 2nd, 3rd.
So if you guys get a chance, we're going to have some new hats out there. We're going to have our original logo out for T-shirts and hoodies. We're going to have some koozies. And Cody's been working his ass off on doing vlogs and everything like that. So we'll have the TV going again, showing different vlogs and different videos. But overall, like, I can't complain about where we're at right now. I mean, we always say this, 4 years ago, if you had said, hey, you're going to have 1,500 subscribers, you're going to be selling merchandise, you have your own website, you'll have a podcast, you'll have over 1,000 followers on Facebook. Like, that would have been unreal.
You told me I would be using AI to be making videos and scheduling. I would have been like, yeah, right. So if you guys, that's one thing. And if you've noticed here recently, a recent uptick to our channels when it comes to, YouTube's still about the same other than the shorts, but like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube Shorts, you guys will see we're putting more and more out, and that is with some new tips and tricks I learned with some AI software and stuff. And we want to be entertaining and educational at times. And trying to accomplish those two things. And luckily I got all my team helping me. But I wanted to do shout out, not only as Nate, but especially Ryan, Jesse, and Kyle. As you can see, some of those videos are coming from them, and they are taking some responsibility off me pretty much every week and posting out some videos and stuff, and having just providing content for everybody. Really,
I think one thing that's really crazy is just how much behind the scenes work goes into building a brand or trying to make it successful. You and I talked about it because obviously we're on third shift together. For those of you that don't know, Cody has to slum it with us, patrolman again.
I hate it.
You love it. Don't lie. You love it. You missed it.
Yeah.
So we talked about all the work that we're putting in behind the scenes is unreal with us making everything in house product wise, shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, everything in house from you and I stamping and doing stuff like that, heat pressing, and then all the videos. Ryan, Jesse, and Kyle have been huge for helping us out. They've been incredible with the amount of stuff that they've put out, so they deserve all the credit in the world for helping us be successful. And then not only that, but this year we had a lot more self-film hunts. Garrett Snyder a lot. He did I think 2 or 3 kills on camera, right?
2. He's got 2. We're actually just talking to him about one today. But
so, I mean, you got Garrett's kill on camera, you got my kill on camera, you got a couple of yours on camera, you got Jesse. I think Ryan's on camera.
Yep.
Just
Steve's recovery. The team really stepped up this year. I didn't know how. This was the very first year that I actually had some requirements for the team to provide some content, and really everybody's. I'm happy with everybody. There's nobody I'm mad about and stuff on the team. They all did a good job, helped out with different things. So excited about that. Excited about that, and we'll just see where it goes from there. So last year, we did the shows. Super happy about the shows. We did the hog hunt, which we'll have coming up again. Some more content for you guys for 2024. In 2023 we had a great spring bear hunt. A lot of us had luck. We are going back here in 24. Some of us are. So I'm hoping to get some good bear content for you guys there. Obviously we'll have turkey season coming in.
I'm excited to turkey hunt.
Yep. So I'm going to see if we can get Nate a bird. We'll see how it goes. So we got turkey season. Then we possibly have for maybe some other stuff in the works. We'll keep that on the DL for right now. Maybe we'll have a surprise for you guys. And then obviously we'll have deer season. And there's even a chance where sounds like Ryan and crew might be hunting some mule deer later on in the year. That's not confirmed yet, but it's probably going to happen type thing.
And then we still got coyote season going on right now.
Yep. Actually, there's a video playing. Let's see. I'm trying to think if this will be out yet. Let's see. No, this will be after. If you guys haven't seen it yet, this podcast will come after it. Go back and watch it. There'll be Ryan. We'll have a video coming out for thermal coyote hunting. I just finished it the other day. It's scheduled. I think you guys are really going to like it. It's something new to the channel. I think we've had some shorts and some small videos with it, but we never had a full length. I think it's a 15-minute video of thermal hunting coyotes. It looked like a blast that when they did it. I know, again, by the time you guys will watch this, would have went already on my first thermal coyote hunt. I've never done it before. I'm going here in a week or two, so I'm excited to try that. But I think you guys will enjoy that content, something new, and go from there. But yeah,
I think one thing,
very happy with 2023.
I think one thing in 2024 as we move forward, like, first off, a huge thank you to everyone that supports our brand, supports our message and purpose. If you're new to it, check out our website, thinblueoutdoors.com. We'll have our mission statement there for you guys to read and see what we're all about. But first and foremost, thank you to everyone, wherever you're listening to, whether it's in the U.S., United Kingdom, wherever. We really appreciate the support. So that's first thing. Secondly, I would like to have more feedback from you guys about what you want to see from our channel. Now, obviously, not every opinion or comment's going to be supportive. It's not going to be always great, or your ideas, might not correspond with what we want to do. But we definitely want to be engaged, interactive with people that support our brand and support the blue. So if there's anything that you guys want to see, reach out, go to the website. We have our email right there. Email us. Tell us some different ideas that you want to see from us, because ultimately we're not only doing this for us and our family, but we're doing it for you guys too. So that's one thing in 2024 I would like to see more from us personally, is more engagement with our fans, and see what we can help provide them.
Yep, and part of that engagement, guys, is I'm open to having other people on this podcast. So as you guys can probably see, and I've talked about it in a couple of podcasts now, we're using StreamYard now. It's a streaming services. I just send you an invite. Like I sent Nate an invite here. Boom, he signs on. Boom, we can use it. So yeah, I like to have people in the studio if possible. But obviously, we all have busy lives, especially if you're a first responder. You work weird hours, weird shifts. So it's easy, real quick, to either jump on the computer, or like in Nate's case right now, he's jumping on his phone, and it works good. So that's something we're trying to do a weekly podcast. We're going to try to do that throughout the season, or throughout the year. And just provide content and try to help. Right here we're doing like a TBLO recap and just what we have planned for the future. But I would like to tell hunting stories and have people come on and tell their stories, and maybe we can learn a thing or two, stuff like that. So it's kind of the plan here going in the future.
And if you are a first responder, make sure you check out the first responder page that we do have on Facebook, First Responders Who Hunt. Yep. We sponsor it. We monitor the page and everything like that. That page is mainly to get more first responders into the woods, which is part of our mission, is to get more first responders into the woods and to hunt and to give them that kind of escape. For anybody that's a first responder knows that, if you're working 24 on, 48 off, that gets exhausting. If you work 12s, 4 or 5 times a week, that's exhausting. We see a lot of stuff that, sucks. There's no way to say it, but it just sucks. I mean, find an outlet, and if we can be a support for that, we'll definitely try and help out any way we can. And I think that page has grown. Obviously, I think I've definitely slacked on it here the last month or so from posting stuff like that. But
you've probably heard Nate now say that twice now, I think. So Nate, if you can't tell by his hoodie, is a local basketball coach. So this time of year is pretty busy for him. So I'll give him a little credit there. He's giving back to the community. But I told him he needs to quit during deer season. And like right now, deer season's over. You can start back up. It'll be fine.
I definitely enjoy it. My dad coached for 25, 30 years. My sister coaches. My aunt coaches on my mom's side. So like coaching's in my blood. I love it. And it's a great way to get back into the sport. But not only that, but like policing doesn't have the greatest image. So like showing, the younger generation that not all cops are assholes, not all cops are bad. Show them the human side of it. And It's been fun. I've been doing it for 6 years now. Very grateful for the head coach for giving me a chance. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't know if he wants me to say his name.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, I've been very, very fortunate to be with a great group of kids. A couple of them probably will be watching this podcast, so shout out to them. I know who they are. Don't worry, this is the guy that needs to get you your hats. By the way,
I have them downstairs waiting for you. So
I'll try and grab.
I'm waiting. You gotta win. You gotta win super sectionals first, though. No. Trying to think. I had something I was going to ask you. Speaking of coaching, change the topic here a little bit. You asked me how I felt about it, and I told you. But I want to know, as a Tennessee fan, when you saw the news that Saban was no longer the head coach of Alabama, he retired. How, as a Tennessee and the SEC, how did you feel about that?
Free at last. The reign of Saban is over. We could all breathe. I just want to point out the last time Saban played at Neyland Stadium, they did walk away with a loss. So the last time Saban went to Tennessee, they lost. Just want to point that out. Let's not look at his record against Tennessee while he was there. It's beside the point. The last one was a loss. Doesn't matter. No, I think Nick Saban. I've had this conversation with multiple people. I think Nick Saban, as a general collegiate coach of any sport whatsoever, I think he is probably third all time. And I would put John Wooden in front of him, UCLA basketball coach. I would put Bear Bryant in front of him, former Alabama coach.
See, I think a lot of people would switch that with Bear Bryant because
Bear Bryant laid the foundation of Alabama football. He laid the foundation.
The only thing you could argue, you can't argue that. The only thing you can argue is Saban beat all those records.
I'm not discrediting that, but I think also, and this is just my personal belief, that Saban wasn't as squeaky clean throughout recruiting before NIL, and now that everybody is on a similar playing field, it's magical how he's not having top recruiting classes anymore.
You're just hating.
I'm speaking facts.
Yeah.
It's our time, dang it. We've done it for 17 years. It's our time.
All right. Well, yeah, you have before I have to end this podcast, trying to keep this one short and sweet. So any other business things for 2023 or 2024 you can talk about? And then I got one last thing for you.
Okay. 2024, we're excited. We got 3 shows that we're locked in on. I'm going to. We're going to have a lot more merchandise this time around, going 2 shows. We're going to bring the original logo back. Kyle's been working really hard on making sure that we can get that screen pressed. Check out our website. Please continue to give us feedback. We revamped it, so if you haven't checked it out in a while, we revamped it. It looks 100% new. It's a lot more user-friendly. So make sure you check out the website. Keep listening to podcasts. Keep watching reels and videos. We're going to have different segments throughout the year from different hunts or cooking with the blue or different things like that. So we're going to keep chugging along. Again, thank you for the support.
Yeah, Nate, when it comes to the business stuff, Nate summed it up perfect. I can't do better than that. But just to finish it off, Nate, what are you happy about for you personally for the 2023 deer season? And maybe if there's anything you wish you either did differently or didn't accomplish, go ahead and say that now, and then I'll end it with mine.
So I'm very happy I got my first deer down and self film.
I mean, you did self hunt.
I did. So I was very, very excited for that. It was awesome. No better feeling than getting your first deer. So that was pretty cool. I wish I wasn't as lazy later on in the season. There's definitely chances I could have gone and hunted. I just didn't. Whether it was just because I wanted to sleep or I just didn't want to go. But I was annoyed with the rut this year because of how warm it was. And I think I saw during the rut itself, like the first 2 days of the rut I went out were really good. I saw 8 to 10 deer. I'm not mad that I passed on any of them. I'm really not. I was frustrated. Especially because I saw 8-pointer right there about 60 yards away from me, trying to call him towards me, and his little fucking forky comes towards me instead. like 3 or 4 times I have a shot within 7 yards on him. I passed on him. But I wasn't mad about that. It was definitely learning and growing as a hunter. Obviously, I haven't killed a buck yet, but I'm trying to let them get more mature and get more meat on them. So I think I took a step in the right direction in letting those 4Ks pass. I passed on some shots that would have been challenging for me because I wasn't comfortable with the way that I was positioned to shoot it or anything like that. So I was proud of the ethical decision of not just shooting to shoot. So I was happy with that. I think for 2024, definitely go turkey hunting. Hopefully some of the plans that we have for early October, late September come through. We can do those. If it does get confirmed, we'll definitely let you guys know what it's about.
Yeah.
It's definitely a new opportunity. It'd be really cool. Then we'll see how much time I have to hunt next year.
Yep. And the one thing I already think you're gonna have better luck next year for turkey hunting or deer hunting is number one, you're gonna have probably more stands out on that property. Probably 2 or 3 options, maybe even more. So there's we got a group of us essentially that this property, each person's allowed 1 stand. Well, you got Nate, myself, and a couple others. Boom! All of a sudden, you got 4 or 5 stands to pick from. So I think that'll be good. I think we'll have that figured out next year. And then my thing is, man, this is my first time in 3 or 4 years where I didn't kill a buck. Which happens. I passed on a lot of bucks.
Well, hell, you got 3 freezer queens, didn't you?
I did. So I'm very happy. It's not like I'm mad. I got 3 does in the freezer, 2 with my bow. One was a few days ago. Actually, you'll find this funny. The doe right now, as I record this, is in my garage, frozen solid. So I'm about to throw her in the shop with the heater. Hopefully, she unthaws overnight so I can work on her tomorrow.
Have you talked about that hunt yet?
No, and I'll go ahead. I can talk about that now. So essentially, second to last day of deer season, I'm taking my buddy, my coworker McCabe out. He's never killed a deer. He's new to it. We're trying to get him a deer. And anyway, it's really cold, really windy. It felt like -20 out or something like that. And we didn't see any. We saw 1 buck. We saw 1 little buck. Well, antlers season, you can't shoot bucks, so he couldn't shoot. Anyway, we go walking back out, and McCabe jumps 3 deer. They were running, so he didn't get a shot. And to his credit, he's like, "Hey, let's just walk the tracks towards the wood line to see if we see him." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine." I honestly didn't think we'd see him. I figured they were long gone. But anyway, we get to the wood line, and I should also preferences. We're both shooting 350 Legends, which Illinois last year passed a law where you could hunt with straight wall cartridge rifles, and 350 Legends is one of those. And he went out and bought one, and then I'm using one of our newer team members, Josh Atkins. I'm using his
my cousin.
Legend. Yeah, Nate's cousin. And he wanted me to try it. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll give her a try. Anyway, we get close to this wood line, and I can see the does, and one of them's looks like a little opening. Now that's a far shot. I didn't have my rangefinder on me. I would say it's over 100 yards, but closer than 150. So somewhere in between 100 and 150. And there's some brush. I mean, it's going to be a difficult shot. And I told McCabe, "Hey man, you might as well try to take this shot now. The second to last day. I don't know if we're going to get another opportunity for you." And he shoots. I'm not for sure what happened. I know he missed. But again, that was a long shot.
Not that was my miss.
Yeah. So I don't know if he hit a stick or if he just pulled a shot or what. We're not for sure what happened. And so part of the new law is it's got to be single shot. So he does have another round. So I went ahead and stepped up with him. Like I'll give her a shot. Anyway, she did a little mule kick. I'm like, okay, I think I hit her then. And anyway, we ended up finding her like 40 yards away from where it was, but it was not the easy. It was not the easiest drag out. Luckily, I had McCabe there. It wasn't as bad as the one that Nate and I had. Which, if you guys been watching, which it'll be done by the time you guys see this podcast, I posted all those social media stuff, all the reels and stuff. You guys can't see. I was dying. I was absolutely dying in that video.
He was a tired boy.
Yep.
But thank goodness in the truck you had some Pursuit energy waiting for you.
Yep. It was good too, and water. I had lots of water.
With water.
Yeah. But yeah, no. It was a cold hunt. Unfortunately, McCabe and I went and hunted the next day, and it wasn't as cold, but it was still pretty cold. And we saw a whole bunch of deer, but no shots. So he did not.
What's
get a deer
with you having some wild shots this year?
Yeah, man, I've had some good shots, which is weird, you know. I mean,
that like 55, 60-yard bomb that you just hit.
Yeah, no, and that's what like I feel like, you know, I feel like in some years I've missed a buck, you know, and but like this year I had some bucks within range that they zigged when I needed them to zag, and then you know I would say honestly I only had one opportunity that I really fudged up, and that was that buck you saw. I had it like within 10 yards, and you know I had the GoPro going on at the DJI, but I didn't have the big camera going, and when I reached to hit that big camera, he caught me. That one hurt. I have no doubt I would have made that shot and killed him. But
or that one you had when we went to Bernie, and it just didn't work towards you either.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not sure if I spooked that one or we had a guy working on the barn if he spooked it. I'm not for sure exactly what happened with that one, but either one, you know, I saw a lot of mature deer this year, so I don't know if you can say I had good luck or bad luck. But it just didn't happen. It is what it is. I did pass on one that was like borderline if I wanted to shoot him, not with my gun. That second, no, it was the first shotgun season. It was like 118 yards, and I was using a slug gun then. If I got a 350 Legend next year, I'll probably take that shot. But again, he was borderline whether or not I want to shoot him. And then you know, I gave Austin that chance on that nice buck in mid-October. And honestly, if I had the arrow set up, I had, you know, a week or two after that, I probably would have been like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the shot, you know. And I would like to think, since I made 2-3 weeks after that, I made a 58-yard shot. I would like to think I would have capitalized on a 42-yard shot. You know, you never know. But yeah, no. All in all, I had a good year. You know, I killed 3 does. I killed a bear with my bow. I killed a hog with my bow. I killed another hog with my rifle. So all in all, I had a good 2023 season. So personally, I'm happy. I got 3 deer in the freezer.
I think every team member that actually deer hunts got a deer this year.
I do too. The only one that I think didn't, but he just started, and I think he only went 2 days, is Coop.
Yeah, well, I know
he didn't start until like the second gun season either.
Yeah.
So,
well,
Matt,
I don't think Matt ever ended up killing one, but Nicole
I thought
did.
He killed a doe. I thought Matt killed a doe. I thought he said, yeah, he just didn't take a picture with it. He just sent a picture of it dead on the ground.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, and he didn't get it on recording, but yeah. Yeah. Hey, Matt, you're gonna watch this. Well, we'll talk. I'll yell at you, but really, this is Nate is the one who brought you in the fold. So really,
I gotta take care of my diabetic brother. We'll get him right. We'll get him right for next season.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll go ahead and end that, guys. Like I said, kind of keep this one short and sweet. I'm sure the game started back up, so we got to see who's winning. But I'm sure it's probably the Bucks, if I had to guess. But we'll get off this in the recording here, guys. I appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, and by the time this comes out, it'll be getting closer to the show. So March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd is Iowa, and then the weekend after that will be the Illinois one in Peoria. So
8th, 9th, 10th.
Yep. So come see us, and like I said, I'll end this recording, and we'll go from there. Thanks, guys. Be safe.